Hey, what's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
Omega Psi Phi Fraternity held a silent march not too long ago, and it was led by that of attorney Benjamin Crumb. And they said they were in Tampa, Florida to protest the racist policies of Governor Ron DeSantis. Check it out.
Well, just like our civil rights heroes had to march in the 1960s against racism, discrimination, and oppression, we got to do the same. You know, people ask why would Omega's coming to Florida with this discriminatory policies and laws passed by this governor, DeSantis. And my response is very simple. The same reasons Martin Luther King and John Lewis said we're going to Alabama despite Bull Connors and George Wallace, the same reasons we're here in Tampa, Florida at the 84th Grand Conclave to send the message that we will fight for black history, fight for black literature, and fight for black culture because our children matter.
So as you saw and heard there, they said they were marching like our ancestors. And he mentioned that of Martin Luther King Jr. and John Lewis, how they marched in Alabama to basically raise awareness, right? And so he said that they're marching for the children because they're trying to ban certain history in regards to black studies there in Florida. And they want to protect black culture and all of that. And I say, great, but I'm kind of disappointed. Because one of the very last things that Martin Luther King Jr. said was, hey, we going to Washington to get our check. So how is it, dear brothers, that y'all don't remember that part? It's nice that y'all marching in Florida. You know, Ron DeSantis is going to do what he going to do. Yeah, he is very racist. I think he is one of the most racist people in America. I will never dispute that. But a silent march to do what? We don't need y'all to be silent. We need you to be loud about what black people want and what we need. And the other thing is, and now this is my problem as a black woman, okay? As a black woman, I hate to see black men talking about we silent, we marching. Nah, we need y'all to rally the troops and say, for one thing, we need black unity. We gonna stop begging white supremacy to do for us, see us, and all sort of stuff. And as I always say, I don't want them people teaching my children nothing about us. We are the only group of people that send our children to school, to white supremacist school, and say, teach my black children about their black selves. That is so crazy to me. Do you think the Jewish community send their children to the public school or whatever? Teach our children about being Jewish? You think Hispanics do it? Asians or anybody else? Nobody else does that but us. So I don't care that they don't want to teach it because they're not going to teach it right. They're not going to teach us about Nat Turner and all the people that was like him, the revolutions, and that slaves didn't just always lay down and take it. They're not going to tell y'all, children, about the people who was like, hey, you're going to have to chop my foot off. Matter of fact, you'll have to chop both of them off because I'm never going to like what you're doing. So they're not going to teach that part. So black men there, Omega Psi Phi, y'all do a lot of great things in the black community, but that ain't it. Go to Washington, as you said, as Martin Luther King Jr. did, and tell Joe Biden or whoever else is in the White House, we want our check. What you being quiet for? We doing a silent march? Was Ron DeSantis supposed to hear that? That don't mean nothing to him. He don't care about you. Y'all just doing something. And forgive me for being so passionate, but y'all just doing something. Is it for attention? Like, why are you really doing that? We don't need you to be quiet. We need you to be loud. We need you, Benjamin Crumb. And I have a lot of respect for Benjamin Crumb because I think a lot of times he gets a raw deal or he just, taking all these cases. I will say this. If it was not for Benjamin Crump, we would not know about a lot of these cases in regards to police brutality, your Ahmaud Arbery's and all that. We wouldn't know about that. So we thank Benjamin Crump for raising awareness. And also, Benjamin Crump is not a criminal attorney. He's a civil attorney, which means he gets to the money. That's his job, right? But since he wants to have a silent march, brother, we need you to be as loud as you are when you are having those news conferences about, what's going on and all with people who are being beat up and all that. We need you to be loud. Don't bite your tongue now. Don't be quiet. We're having a silent march. That ain't the time. We need to hear boots stomping and romping. That's what we need. So while y'all organizing, tell black people, hey, politics are cool, but black unity is better. Because Ron DeSantis don't care at all. You think if he cared, he'd be doing the stuff he's doing to black people in Florida? He would not. So if you ask me, at the end of the day, it's just performative. It makes for nice theater, but a silent march, let's not be silent. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.